The best way to explain Heartbreak Hotel is to tell you that it's an AI generated by strip club in Pattaya. I'm here in Thailand and I have never seen anything like this before. Let me explain what happened. I highly recommend you go there because they have the best beer towers in the world and the views are incredible. It's right next to the Holiday in Pattaya, and if you ever find yourself in this area, make sure you check it out. Anyway, while I was at the bar, I was talking to a really cute girl named IOM and we were getting along really well. I replied yes without thinking much of it. Then she sent me the address of Heartbreak Hotel. Never heard of it. So I grabbed an Uber and headed over. Told me that she works here as a host and that is why she asked to meet me here instead of the usual place. I was still in shock, but I was also excited to experience something so unique. She also said that she enjoys working here because the customers are always surprised and amazed by the technology. Plus, she gets to meet interesting people like me. As the night went on, I chatted with the girls, played games, and watched the robot strippers perform. I just hope that those who do choose to visit Heartbreak Hotel do so with an open mind and a sense of adventure. Well, folks, that's about all I have to share for now. I hope you enjoyed hearing about my crazy experience at the AI-generated strip club in Pattaya. If you did, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more epic stories from around the world. And if you have any crazy experiences of your own, please share them in the comment section below. I can't wait to hear what you have to say. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time. It was definitely a unique experience that I won't forget anytime soon. I have to admit though, sometimes it felt weird interacting with machines instead of real people. But the novelty of it all made up for that. Plus, the robots didn't seem to mind and they were always up for a good time. Introduced me to her friends, who were also hosts at the club. They also responded to touch and sound in a natural way. I'm grateful to for introducing me to this one-of-a-kind establishment and showing me a side of Pattaya I never knew existed. If you're ever in the area and looking for something different, I highly recommend checking it out. Just be prepared to be amazed, confused, and maybe a little bit scared. I have to admit that as much fun as I had at Heartbreak Hotel, I was relieved to leave and go back to reality. Interacting with robot strippers was definitely a unique experience, but it's not something I can see myself doing on a regular basis. I'm more of a person who prefers human interaction and real-life experiences. However, I can understand why some people might enjoy the novelty of it, and the convenience of not having to deal with real-life complications such as emotions or personal issues. Some of them even had their own sense of humor and could make me laugh with their witty comments. However, not everything was perfect. There were times when the robots malfunctioned or repeated the same lines over and over again. There were also instances when their movements seemed stiff or unnatural. It was clear that they were still under development and had a lot of room for improvement. Despite these setbacks, though, I was still amazed by the progress that had been made in robotics and artificial intelligence. To think that we're reliving in a time when machines can dance and entertain us is truly remarkable. They were all very friendly and welcoming and made me feel right at home. One of them even gave me a tour of the club and showed me how everything worked. It's basically like a regular strip club, but with a twist. All the girls are robots. When I arrived, I noticed that it was a quiet neighborhood and I wondered why we had chosen this place to meet. Each robot has a different personality and appearance. Some are shy while others are outgoing. Some are sweet and innocent looking while others are more mature and provocative. There are even some robots that look like famous celebrities such as Elon Musk, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Kim Kardashian. I thought to myself, what a time to be alive. I mean, never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd be hanging out with robot strippers in Pattaya. But here I was. I texted to ask where she was and she replied that she was inside. As I opened the door, I heard loud music and saw a huge crowd of people dancing and drinking. It didn't look anything like the address that I'd seen online. I thought to myself, maybe I'm at the wrong place. Just then, appeared in front of me with a big smile and said, "Welcome to Heartbreak Hotel." I was confused and asked, "What?" Then she explained that this was the secret entrance to the new AI generated by strip club in Pattaya. I couldn't believe my ears. I thought to myself, is this real or am I dreaming? We took some pictures together. Here they are. But then she told me that she had to get back to work. And I haven't seen her since. I was bummed out about that. I was in Pattaya for over a month and one of my favorite places to go was a rooftop bar called the Sky Bar. So a few days later, I found myself wandering around Pattaya and guess where I went? Back to the Sky Bar. And wouldn't you know it, I saw the same cute girl from before, working as a bartender. So I decided to buy her a drink and we started chatting again. This time she was more relaxed and just being herself. We talked about many things such as our love for cats, which she has too and they're adorable. We also talked about food, music, and life in general. I learned that she has been working at the Sky Bar for 7 years and before that she worked in sales. She likes all kinds of sports but her favorite ones are volleyball and soccer. And finally, I learned that she loves traveling and has been to many places in Asia including Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, and the Philippines. After our conversation I learned that she's very smart, funny, beautiful, humble, friendly, and kind. I couldn't believe that a girl like this existed and I felt so lucky to have met her. We said our goodbyes, and I went back home feeling on cloud 9. The next day I woke up early, got ready, and headed to the Sky Bar. You guessed it, I was going to see OM again. We talked for hours about different topics and I enjoyed every minute of it. During our conversation, she told me that she'd be working the night shift the following day and suggested that we meet for a drink after her shift. Of course, I agreed without hesitation. Time went by fast and soon it was time for me to say goodbye. Little did I know that this would be the last time I'd see her for a while. After I left, I received a message from her saying she wouldn't be able to work the next day and asking if we could meet at a different location instead. It turns out that this place has been open for a few months now and only a select few people know about it. There are 3 types of robots here. The basic ones which cost 500 baht for 5 minutes, the premium ones which cost 800 baht for 5 minutes, and the VIP ones which cost 1200 baht for 10 minutes. Told me that she became a host at Heartbreak Hotel because she wanted to try something new and exciting. One thing that impressed me was how realistic the robots looked and moved. They had human-like facial expressions and body language. Overall, my night at Heartbreak Hotel was an unforgettable experience. In the end, everyone has their own preferences, and what works for one person might not work for another.